What's up, Taurus? This is going to be a bonus extended daily snipe. Fell that ass. Let's see what wants to come out in the vein of love and light and spirit and happiness and joy and bliss and all that good stuff. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see what wants to come out here for you, Taurus. Highest possible messages. Highest possible messages. Let's see. Okay, we got the Five of Cups in the upright. This is an energy of sadness, someone walking away, maybe you walking away, still keeping hope though, still having hope in the back of your mind, in the back of your heart for however this unfolds here. Kind of really just noticing the vulnerability of this feminine energy here, her shoulders. Okay, at first blush, I kind of viewed this whole kind of green garment here as a part of like the broadness of her whole being. But when you kind of zoom in and really contemplate the vulnerability there, it's quite interesting. It's quite lovely, actually. So, not for nothing, but the emphasis here is on the kind of salvation of the circumstance in any event, Taurus. Let's see. I think much was highlighted and illuminated if you're using Eastern astrology sidereal. The sun is still in Scorpio, so the sun is lighting up the 8th house, getting to the kind of nitty gritty of where certain alliances lay and stand, remain. Okay, we have the 3 of Cups here, so this is much joy and celebration. It could be of the holidays. You could be focusing on this as a way of kind of getting away from the sorrow and sadness of maybe that which you feel like you have to put on pause for a moment here. Ultimately, I'm getting the vibe of the 8 of Cups when I do the tarot math, and that's not necessarily wanting to walk away from a structure. Okay, not wanting to walk away from a structure, an emotional structure at that, Taurus. Okay, the Devil card is in the reverse here. This is wanting to find out sources of negativity, though, and leave those behind. So there is a definite difference between being able to kind of leave the negative component or mechanism that acts as a carrier for this devil energy, which is codependence or fear, anxiety. Okay, I think you will be using this time for processing, this time away for processing, self-reflecting, so as to leave this devil energy behind with the Devil card in reverse. Something was either stirring up your inner demons or inner insecurities, something of this nature, Taurus. Okay, the 4 of Cups in the upright is not being at a healthy place emotionally enough to receive. Okay, you see that an offer is still withstanding, and yet I'm getting more so that you are not of the position or currently in the right state of within yourself in order to accept this person's emotion. You really feel like you have to remove yourself, subtract yourself from the equation. A lot of cup energy coming out for you, a lot of emotional work to be done, Taurus. Probably not your favorite, since you're more of like a grounded, practical, earth sign, fixed, more of like a center hub of stability. So not to necessarily say emotions are your forte. Obviously it depends on where the other astrological alignments are of your planets and your aspects. Okay, the Three of Swords is in the reverse, which is a good sign in regards to, coming out of heartbreak, heart loss, getting more established within your own knowing and understanding of where your loyalties lie in your heart. Okay, and even in a way, kind of being surprised yourself. I get the sense that, whatever was revealed, I do think that there was a purity too that was revealed, kind of like some sort of pearl within, maybe like some sort of muck or like a clam or something. And it's almost as if you kind of got to wash off all of that other ugly stuff to really get that kind of pearl, that purity or that pearl of wisdom or what have you. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, not ready to jump into anything, still having healthy outlets of expression. It could have been that you were a little trigger happy and you maybe were a part of this tower moment in the past, okay? But in which case, I think you're obviously trying to stabilize with the Knight of Wands in reverse, okay? And as healthy as you know how to. The Tower card leaves rubbles. It obviously uproots foundations that aren't built or meant to last in a certain way to a certain capacity. The Death card in reverse is out here. This is a rebirth. Okay, it's a sensitive energy. It's a sensitive time. Scorpio energy, like we said, if we're using Eastern sidereal astrology, I believe it's called. The sun is not in Sagittarius, it's in Scorpio, according to Eastern astrology. It's a sign back. It's pushed back a sign. It's supposedly supposed to be more significant, but the Death card in reverse is rebirth, phoenix from the ashes. Again, the truth is the thing that survives, or the purity, or the essence, the element, and that is what's being kind of reformulated. I think you're able to, as symbolized with the butterfly atop this Queen of Swords head and the wings here, the feathers. Okay, I think the Queen of Swords gets a bad rap, but there's definitely a compartmentalization, a quantifying, a logicizing, a logifying, if that's a word, of the emotional element. Okay, seeing where somebody really stands. Okay? And, growing and learning from this experience and really understanding people's allegiances and your allies and really doing right by them now that you can kind of trust them. I am getting this positive Six of Wands in the upright. Okay, this is a positive outlook on how things are playing out. I do get the sense that you're very hopeful. I think that quite possibly you're having a rough go with the emotional component and the kind of traumatic tower in and of itself, but I think in the heart of it, I think you know that that there was something kind of left to be hoped for, and that can possibly still be fulfilled in some way, shape, or form here in the not too distant future. The Nine of Wands, somebody is really kind of giving it a go. I think they're really throwing themselves into something. I think they're really giving it their all. The Page of Cups in reverse asks that if this is you or them or what have you, that they still maintain that kind of spiritual connection, to know that it's not all just in the trade of time and money and space. That there are certain kind of epochs and ebbs and flows of, whether it's business or, high tide and low tide. Okay, and even that is a part of kind of the great cycle here. Somebody might feel off kilter here. They're being asked to be strong as certain cycles play out here with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, the Strength card. Okay, again, focus on that spiritual prayer, that spiritual sense of strength, as opposed to trying to, with brute force, with the Nine of Wands here, kind of will your way to 21, so to speak. It takes 21 years to turn 21, so you can't will your way to 21. But in the meantime, you can, practice more so that spiritualism, whose kind of ultimate expression is that of presence. Okay, you don't want to get necessarily caught in the facade of waiting, as it were, as much as being and doing what you do and doing what you're capable of doing. The Seven of Cups in reverse, to my liking, is being aligned with your proper causes, your soul tribe, your soul occupation. Okay. If I had to name this reading, I would probably call it Far From Over. Okay, something like this. Far from over. Or like Return of the Jedi or something like that. Okay, that's my cue to go. I'm getting a call here. Thanks, Taurus, for letting me jump in your energy. Holler at your boy for more. Peace.